So this is my take on Venus in Aries. I'm not going to go too much into what Venus means or what Aries means. I think you can find that in other places. This is more my understanding and experience of how the Venus and Aries energies operate. And obviously this can be mitigated with other things in the chart, and where the Venus is in house placement and what aspects it makes to other planets. But generally speaking, Venus in Aries, the qualities of this aspect is one of they're adventurous. You know when you're being pursued by Venus in Aries because they're really quite direct. They're very direct, actually. What you see is generally what you get with Venus in Aries because they really love quite openly. If you are an interest to them, they want you to know. They find it attractive if there's a bit of a chase, but not too much of a chase, because they will get bored. So if you play too hard to get, it's like, what's the real point in that? Unless you're just giving them enough, if it's exciting and it really feels like they're winning, then they'll keep chasing you. But if you play too hard, as in like, I don't like you at all, they'll leave, they'll get bored. So they need to know that they can win, but they want a battle to win the heart of the person that they love. They're really flirty, full stop, though. So they could be pursuing you and still be maybe potentially flirting with other people at the same time. And it's just the nature of Aries. It's just, it's very, whether it's from a masculine or feminine perspective, they're very, I want to say extrovert, but it's not the right word. They're just, they're quite raw. They see what they want, they go and get it, they want to go and get it. They love that thrill. So even if they're not deliberately trying to offend you by looking at other people or men or women, they just will. Like, that's just part of how they operate, part of the energy. But you'll know when you are wanted by Venus in Aries. They'll make it quite obvious. They want to be doing things with you. It's kind of how they show how they love. It's like, come on, we're going to go and do this together. Or they want to go on adventures and they want you to be alongside them, to fight with them for something. They will fight very hard for the ones that they love, if the ones that they love are threatened in any way. So they love having that kind of heroic stature of the defender, the protector, especially to the underdogs. I've noticed Aries really like to be, they like to protect those that are weaker. Not weak though, and there's a bit of a difference. So those that are vulnerable, but trying the best in life, Aries really support those. But Aries don't suffer fools gladly. So if you make out that you're weak and you're not, or if you are not trying your best, they really will. They'll have a bit of a disdain for that. I have noticed impatience quite a lot with Venus in Aries. When they're entertained, they're full on and they're exciting and they're fun to be around. But when they get bored, which can be quite easily, they'll go elsewhere. And, it's not something to take offense by. They need stimulus. They need excitement. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So they're all about adventure and new experiences and going where the new is. So in partnership, they will do a lot to keep the flame going, but it's important that their partner is also able to do that. They don't want a kind of, unless there's a lot of earth and maybe water in the chart, they don't really want this kind of predictable, steady, stable even if they might on some level want that, they want the excitement. So long-term relationship with Venus and Aries is about keeping it fresh,